I was shedding tears. But I just think back about the things that me and that brother went through and how close we were and how he had my back and how he did do some crazy things and cross me. But still, when my back was up against the wall, he was behind me, just like a lot of those other brothers that I grew up with. And I know they exposed me to some things, I exposed them to some things, but the bottom line is that we all made our own choices. Nobody forced us to do the things that we did. We did it because that's what we wanted to do. And my love will always go out to these brothers, even though I know today we all have to keep our space and go in our separate directions because we all live different lifestyles. And that's keeping it real. Yeah, I had to wake up, you know what I'm saying, and do what I had to do for my kids, man. My son, you know, he was born. And I was still living foul. I'm running my martial arts school. I'm trying to do the right things. Still going there, teaching class, but sometimes I'm showing up late. You know, I'm supposed to be there at the staff meeting. I'm out all weekend partying, hanging out at the clubs, going into tournaments. You know I've been at a party all week, been up all night, hustling on the steps and so forth. And I'm traveling all over the country going from tournament to tournament. I'm winning first place because of my natural ability, but I can't win on a consistent basis. Why? Because I'm still out there living foul. I'm thinking I'm faking everybody out, but I still got people out there that love me. I got my instructor, Master Brown. All those people coming in the hood, coming up the steps where I'm out there selling drugs and so forth, and bringing me awards that I had won just from competing when I ain't even at my best, to try to hope that it will turn me around and get me back on point. But you know what? I'm still caught up. I'm trying to live two separate lifestyles. Trying to be in the drug game and trying to be out there, you know, around the hood and be the man, but at the same time want to be a world champion, a master martial artist. Yeah, I'm confused. I mean, I was gifted. I had McDonald's. I had all these people putting out money to sponsor me. I'm traveling all over the world, meeting the best in the world. Billy Blanks, Cynthia Rothrock. I'm competing with the best. But you know what? It still ain't enough because I ain't appreciating nothing. I'm thinking that, you know, I can fake everybody out. Little did I know that everybody really knew what I was doing anyway. But I had to find a way, man, to to break out this. But I ain't had no control. All I could keep on saying to myself when I'm sitting there letting my students down, letting my mother down, letting everybody down, including myself, all I can say is that I'm the man. Can't nobody take this from me. I got it made. Big money over here from the drug game and all the recognition on the other side and the positive lifestyle. So when I come back to the hood, everybody like saying, bam, the man. And everybody all up on me. You know, I was only faking out myself, man. It took tragedy. That's right, it took tragedy. Yeah, man. So many people have heard stories about what I had to overcome. So many people have heard all these things that other people said. Yeah, he was on drugs. Yeah, he sold drugs. He was just really wild. He stole from people. But don't nobody know the real story. You know, I'm standing here now because one person that meant so much to me, this is where she's buried, and that's my mom. You know, I never thought that when people was telling me that my mom was gonna go away, I never thought that they was for real. I kept on thinking that, yeah, mommy's gonna come back. Mommy been operated on so many times. Mommy ain't going nowhere. She's gonna be okay. The night I come in living foul, coming from one of my daily drug binges and selling drugs and doing all that stuff, my mommy was taken away from me at 6 o'clock in the morning. So you tell me, what would you do? Everybody want to pass judgment on somebody. What would you have done when your mommy's last breath was in your arms? When all she could say is that, be good, Bam Bam, be good. You know, when my mother was buried here, this thing is right in the heart of the city. She was put here. We had no money to give her a tombstone. We were just poor, broke. Everybody fussing and fighting about the grave and the casket and all that stuff. And somebody else want to judge me? Somebody else want to tell me what's going on? Yeah, what would you do? Huh? What would you do? At that point in time after she left, they had to pry me away from my mother because I would not let her body go. All I wanted to do was die. And from that time on, I was trying to commit suicide. I was drinking everything. I was doing everything. Look at it. I mean, look right here. You got you. Look at it. We got this what everybody this what we use to get through our pain and our anguish, right? No. I went through it and I used all that stuff. I began to get high until 10 at night. And then I would start to wonder when I couldn't get any more drugs. What was I doing with myself? So I would run this field for hours and hours, praying and begging and hoping God could help me just get my life back together. Yeah, I'm living foul, man. I ain't got no control. My life is totally unmanageable. I don't know what to do. My mommy's gone. She died in my arms. I'm just going crazy. I'm trying to kill myself. I'm losing everything. I'm getting high for any and everything. Got a $20,000 job teaching policemen, but I'm still living foul. I'm stealing anything. I'm selling anything. I'm doing whatever it takes to try to stay high. I want to stop, but I can't stop. I'm working out. I'm trying to do everything, man. I never felt anything like this. It got total control of me. My sister can't help me. I'm up all night, all day, all night till 5 in the morning, getting high, man. In alleys, I'm going anywhere. Feeling, rubbing across the floor, trying to find the next high, the next beat me up Scotty. And I'm asking God to please help me, but I don't know how to get out. And I come back home, back to my sister's house after one of those long 5 a.m. binges. And my little niece come to the window after I knock on the door, and she said, my mommy said, you can't come in. And off to the shelters I'm living. Still living foul, running the streets, getting high, and guess what? I end up in jail for beating up the police. That's right, maximum security. It changed my life. I needed that, y'all.
I don't regret what I went through, but in a way, my mommy had to leave. I know it today that my mother had to leave for me to grow up and be a man, and ain't nobody gonna take that away from me. So until you know the truth, don't pass judgment on nobody. And for that, I will continue to strive and do the very best to help another person avoid what I went through so my mommy can know that she didn't fail at what she did. I don't care if she was on welfare, I don't care if she was living in the gutter. I don't care if I was not able to afford a burial for her. The things and the riches that I can bring to life is far more than what she can possibly imagine. And I'll continue to do that for the rest of my life, and I will die doing it.
Now being faced with standing for something in jail, Sam had to make a choice. Based on all the things he had learned from his mother and father, martial arts instructors like Master Dennis Brown, Kenneth Parker, Master Garcia Davis, his experience in China, Brother D, and through all his reading and spiritual research, he knew that martial arts was his gift from God to make a change. At this point in time, more and more was being revealed to him through prayer, meditation.
I done did enough time for all y'all. I said, don't never get yourself, don't never think about getting popped, man, But eventually in life, you got on that wrong track, So, eventually, something. Yeah, you good, man. You really was stressed out there, what I mean? 'Cause, you was all out. I come in, boy, you had so many shoes and shit down there, man. I look underneath your mat, you had a pistol underneath there, 2 pistols underneath there, little choke of money underneath there, man. Being a rough guy, man, you was rough out in the world, but when not around me, you always had, you respect me when you see me coming around, Matter of fact, you beat up and stuff, and trying to get you taken out and stuff. Then you realize, Dennis come and got you, didn't he?
Yeah.
Dennis brought you back to life again, and you kind of got a hold of yourself. You got to really get your life together, you know what I mean?
Declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being, to be given the rights of a human being in this society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary.
That was the missing piece, man. Not knowing my history. It was a mystery to me. All I grew up knowing is that I was a drug dealer, a hustler trying to do what I can do to get by. I had to survive. And knowing about Bruce Lee, even Bruce Lee knew about his history. That's what he fought for, to rise up and make people respect his people. Man, when I was incarcerated, I learned more about black history and learned more about universal harmony than you can possibly ever learn in any school. I learned all this stuff by reading every book that I can possibly get my hands onto in the library. I was going to anything to do with spiritual enlightenment, man. I was for it. I was getting myself together. I was praying 5 times a day. I was working out every day, running the yard an hour, doing 1,000 kicks, 1,000 push-ups, sit-ups, anything you can possibly imagine. And every time I would go to the library and look at those karate magazines, I remember what I seen. I seen all those people that I had beat